the main crank there, you know, spinny, turny. From all of my experiences with motorcycle engines, this right-hand side of the main crank is always the opposite thread. It's even written on there, right? And that is not its political persuasion, but in the direction of the thread of that guy. Lefty. I'm going to take off the counterbalance shaft here. Thank you. I'm going to put some heat into that. Just threw some heat into that. Let's see if this is any better. There you go. Always about the heat. All right. It's going to be hot, so. All right, this is where I'm going to need that pulley. Okay, let's get onto this, get onto the other bits that I can do for now. So this is the Kickstarter gear, which is on a little return spring load, you know, as we all know with Kickstart, right? When you hit the Kickstarter and you take your foot off of it, it comes back to its position, and that's because of this spring, which I'm going to need to load up with my right hand as I take the fastener out. You can feel the spring tension. There it is. That little plate needs to come out. Out your bugger. Come on. Release your bounty. There it is. And there's that little plate. Have I? Okay, this gear should just screw out. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, has a retaining spring on the back. Nice. Yeah. Very good. Little circlip or that should slide out. Probably have a washer on it. Yes, it does. Gorgeous. Obviously, all of this is going to get bagged up and named. I don't get confused. Oh yeah, retaining tabs. Oh, this guy here, where the starter motor went through. Yeah, remember that? Oh, by the way, I probably should have done the old "G'day race fans, it's Adrian here, and welcome back to Just a Ride." But you're a local here. You knew that was coming. Nice. Very nice. Stick that back in there. Let's get this little Jesus clip off. Ooh, get in there. And open up. No. Halfway there. If you're a long-term viewer of Just a Ride, you can recall the first engine that I did. It was like a classic bloody Honda CV125 from the 60s. And I remember spending what felt like an hour and a half on one of those Jesus clips once, and I captured it all on film. Nice. Oh yeah, little washer. Cool. Nice, isn't that just something else? Alright, the old shift drum. It's probably got a clip on the other side of that. Let's see if it wants to come out. There you go, it does. Excellent. Gear lever, left foot, attached to that thing. Alright, I probably should start bagging some of this stuff up before, oh, you can't see. I'm obviously lining up all the stuff I'm taking off down here. I'm going to bag it up. We'll get to the next bit. Back to work! Alright, I've just spun it around. I've got to get the oil pump mechanism off here. Well, that's a very threaded little... Ooh. That could do with replacing that fastener. The head of that is quite burred. Oh yeah. Socks the own. Oh yeah. Little oil pump. It's obviously going to be off the other side of the crank. That coming out? That's coming out. There we go. Lovely. A lot easier to do this now. I'm losing weight off the engine. Alright, I'm going to get these little, those are obviously oil pump gears. They're only plastic, these things. These two here are plastic. Definitely not the metal that guy's made from. So that's just a little, little circlip. Pop, pop, there and there. Let me get that off. Alright, got my two little plastic gears off. I'm going to try and... Yeah, that little retainer tab, that's spring loaded. There's spring force on that. So that's my shift drum. That's in neutral right now. First, second, third, you know, so on and so forth. I'll try and loosen that and not have that turn. So without being a complete bastard, I'm going to jam something in there. There we go. That's what I needed without hurting it. Excellent. 10 mil. Get this guy off. That's bloody 8. Shocking eyes, Adrian. So that's a 9 mil. There's your problem. Where's my T-bar? That's an 8. That's a guaranteed 8 mil. Hit the deck. Alrighty. Okay. And there's the spring tension that's come off it. Lovely. There's a bit going on there, isn't there? Spring, spacer, fastening bolt. I'm quite impressed with the Torx piece. You know, if you've got it, use it. If not, it's just a bloody standard standard garb. Very nice. All right, probably loosen the rest of that off now. This shift drum ready to come off, or at least getting this side off, because the rest of it's inside both cases, which will be opened up shortly. Oh yeah, wedged. And it obviously stands to reason, right, that I'm taking photos of this as I'm going along, just as a nice little measure, you know, always go back the way it went in. Nice. All right, some of these retaining tabs, at least this one, because you can see that little cog there, that spins independently of the crank that it's on. Oh, very impressive. I'd say that's something to do with the starter, right? That'd be my guess. So yeah, this pulley that I'm gonna need. Right, where's my pulley? Let me show you. This is the style of pulley that I have. Which, makes perfect sense what it does, right? Grabs and this would be pushing onto that, pops it off. I just don't think there's enough real estate. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's have a little look. Yeah, this is, like I said in the part 1 intro, there'll be things that are gonna stump you. I know I'm gonna get stumped on that. I'm already stumped now. But this is the overriding ethos when it comes to this stuff. Guys, it's not impossible, all right? Even if even if you break it and you do something stupid, you just, every problem can be fixed. Just throw money at it. Says the man with no money. As I had suspected, I've got lovely purchase on this, but not that one. I haven't got enough bloody real estate to get in behind the gear with this particular pulley. So it literally is now a case of me having to source maybe a two-jaw pulley. You can get. Like I said, right now, God, I'd love that to come off right now, but it's not going to come off right now. I've just got to apply a little bit of grey matter to it, because once I pop that off, I can then literally split these two cases. So yeah. Anyone got a two-jaw pulley they're not using that they just want to whip over to me right now? Ta-da! I got the gear off. There it is there. I actually had a win with my 3-jaw. I'd actually engaged the jaws sort of in between that recess there. I was wanting to grab the whole bunch and pull from the back. I just did not have the real estate in relation to the case and how big that back gear is. But yeah, I was very ginger, very gently, very calculated. But yeah, found the 3 legs of the flywheel puller, found its home in that little groove there, and boop, off it comes. And I've lost the keyway. Shit! There it is. Woo! And Christ. All right, this here is the keyway. The little. That is such an important piece. That literally just sits in a slot in said crankshaft, and obviously, marries into. See that little recess there? So you don't lose these. That's the moral of the story. Oh, where'd it go? Oh. All right, we're making progress. We're getting there. Okay, I'm all done with this side now. I'm just going to take the piston off the com rod and turn it around and get these 2 halves of the crankcase split. I think this needle nose plier wants to be the tool. And it's done. Yeah, no, there wasn't a 10-minute halt to proceedings that I just edited out there. Finally got that bloody circlip out. Now it's just a case of, it's serious when the glasses have to come off. The back one now, we're good. Oh, that was a good slice. Rings will get you. They will get you. Don't worry about that. Let's get the Band-Aids. Yes, that's my blood. So there's the little clip. That's obviously the side where the clip's still in. That's that little recess, needle nose pliers. Boop, pinch it out. And I've prettied this piston up with my own DNA. Oh, the manual said to use a bit of organic lube, so doesn't get any more organic than bits of me. All right, let's wipe the blood off the engine case. Good times. And then think about getting this split, which is obviously going to need at some point it to go lay down horizontally, and my awesome fabricated stand won't be needed until the reassembly. 8mm, which I've all loosened off. Alright, that's all of them, I think. Yep, 2 there. Alright, I think we need to get this thing on its side. Let's get some chocks of wood happening. Okay, so as I spoke of in the opener of the first episode, where you normally get stuck on something, that has been the case. I've had to wait for the arrival of a tool that I've always wanted to own, and now I've got one. This here is a case splitter. So this is the first time I've ever used one of these. So this is how you do it. No, it's a case of, this is a how I do it video, no, not how it's done. All right, my understanding is this rod pushes down on the crank and the case comes up with it, and a little bit of gentle persuasion from a little soft hammer that I have. All right, here we go. Never done this before. Crank's turning. That's interesting. Oh, there was noise there. Or was that just the con rod? Oh yeah, I see a little bit of separation. Oh yeah. Ooh, heard that and felt that, I did. This one wants to come up evenly, I would suggest. That's good there. Could be better here. I know you're on a bearing. Take that. I just don't want to do it too uneven, you know. Let's take a bit of heat off that. The tools have been put down and I've reverted to hand. I've got a good even separation. There it comes. This is it. Yeah. Yep. I've broken the back of it. I suppose if you can do it by hand, you've succeeded in the task. Come on. Come on, just that last little bit. You want to come up? I'll give you one of those. Take that. There it is. There we go. Gasket goo. Oh yeah. Now the old look for bloody washers and shims. Yup. That goes right there. Like that. Alright, we're good. Nice. Yeah, just catching up on that big bloody dowel. That's what it was, I reckon. It's just so far away too from, you know, where the pulling force has been applied in the crank there. All right, okay. Woo, have a go at that. You want to come right out in my hand? You do. Come on, just no. Too much to ask. I might have to press you from the other side. That's cool. All right, it's got to be shift, rods, drum. It gets me nervous. Wow. Something else though, isn't it? Oh, my goodness me, beautiful. Okay, let's have a quick tidy up before I start taking all those gubbins out. Same size, awesome, huh? I know these shift rails aren't the same size though. Oh, I wanted to get you. Another spring. There we go. Just check the top and the bottom springs are the same size. Yep, they're good. Alright, lovely. I'm going to try and capture the spring. Oh, come here, little bugger. I'll just let that floating around in the gearbox. It'll be good for it. Alright, second shifter rail, which is slightly smaller than the back shifter rail. Righto. I'm going to peel these little forks away and try and keep them in situ. Drum should come out now, lovely. Mickey Mouse, got the necessary photos on this side and the other side as well. Oh, I'm not a dummy. Not a dummy. Righto, these two come out usually together. That's the best way for them to operate. It's just in a bearing that kind of needs to be gently persuaded out. And you need about 17 pair of hands too. It's always nerve-wracking, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. And we may lose a... Should I take these out? I probably should. Yeah. Oh yeah. And beef at bottom. Makes perfect sense to me. Lovely. Okay. And where am I going to put them? That's what I need to be thinking about. Before you go any further, Adrian, where are you going to put these things, mate? You're going to put these things in this blue box. Cleaned, ready to go. Come on, baby. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Look at that. That's pretty spectacular feeling holding that. That just needs to fall back into place. That needs to go on there. Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Wow. I don't know, but it's just so rad. Far out. Coolness. Massive coolness. And when they go back together, you got to mesh them up and then drop them in the same way you took them out. So they're just going to get placed in the box, which I'm not even going to tip up. I'm going to gently place over here. Oh yeah, shifter rods, they can go back into place. Righto. It's pretty much just one more job, and that's knocking this through, which I'm just going to vainly attempt to hammer blow first. No, okay then. Oh, what was that? There were engine case dowels that just hit the ground then, guys. And they would have went just, yeah, I can see, right there and there. Cool. Yep. They have homes, and they're in their homes, and they may very well fall out again. But I know where they lived if they fall out again. Okay, so we have a crank here in one side of this case that I need to push through. And I think my new case splitter is bloody well made for the job. I just need to build a bit of a thing with the thing and some wood. Let me get back to you. All right, I'm just going to do this thing horizontally. So the theory is, right, because I've used this is the second time I use this now, guys, so should just be pushing this thing right on through. Oh, that feels good. Oh, hang on. Stay steady, girl. Kind of wants to spin too, so I'm trying to. It's coming though. Here it comes. You are bloody heavy. Wow. this cage off you. Where's that little 10 mil? You've done your job well, little split. Ah, that's a good tool. The engine case splitter. eBay, $60. I can't believe I've done 6 or 7 engines and not used an engine case splitter. I can't even remember how the hell I would have done them then in the past. And there she goes. Le case. I do use this gasket goo. But this, I think, is probably the first time I've been in an engine where someone has done the same as I. And I'm thinking twice, or at least minimizing the amount that I put down, because that was a right bugger. Okay, that's secure. Now this, I think, has got some issues. Yeah. This is going to go to full noise motorcycles, and the boys there are going to give me their opinion on this connecting rod big end, because I reckon that bearing in there needs some attention. And that is a job I've never done before. I've never split a crank. Obviously, hydraulic press, pop, pin comes through, but then it's when it goes back in, it then has to be harmonically balanced, like it's two ends. You know what I mean? Two halves that aren't connected in the center. And you've got to get the micrometers out and measure the... it's well past my state school education level of brainery. But I know how to do a few other things, which is, you know, replenish the seals and the bearings in here, which I will happily do. Isn't that nice? That's a little some sort of oil jet, or, you know, like a grease nipple looking thing that obviously is employed to lubricate systems. Oh. I love this bit. This is the money shot. Cranky. That is so heavy. That is amazing. That's where it all happens, people. This is where it all happens, from this thing. How can you not love, how can you just not marvel at the internal combustion engine? It is almost a miracle. The miracle is smart dudes who made it. That's the bloody miracle. My God. All right, this could very well be the end of this episode. I don't think I've got much more to give. I think the pressing bearings out and getting new ones in, don't know, it might be part of the rebuild video. But either way, guys, thanks for your patience. I got to the bit I wanted, right? I got to the liver of the beast. Now let's eat it. Thanks for your patience. Be well.